Hey, it's Jim Ed with the Improvement Channel. Today I have this steel storage cabinet. It does come with casters on the bottom. I am going to be using those. Plan on putting it right over here, but we're moving. As you can see, we've got a mess. So a little bit of cleanup, a little bit of putting this together. I will show you some of the key points of putting it together. I'll let you know how easy or difficult it was to put together, and then you'll get to see how the cabinet looks when it's finished. So we've got everything out of the box, which is probably going to be as difficult as putting the whole thing together. It looks pretty simple. Fairly small parts bag, some screws. These are all just shelf clips. The directions look super easy, kind of shows you right here what we're doing. We're just putting this cabinet together. And then right here, you just go step by step. Connect C to D and so on, and everything is labeled. Every piece has a label sticker on it. It's going to be easy to work with. I've kind of got them grouped together. So I'll get you to catch me with a couple more clips of putting some stuff together. I will also note that everything come in packed really well. This was the casters at the bottom was in this metal channel here, so they didn't get damaged. Everything had styrofoam in it and was packed in there. Very nice. Everything came in without damage. So let's get to putting this thing together. So about 3 minutes later, I've got 3 panels put together, pretty simple. If you come over here, you can see like there's 4 screws down this, and then I had to put 4 screws down that, super easy. I'm gonna put this panel B here on just like panel A behind me went on. You simply just kind of overlap it, and it's really that simple. These holes line up, and you just grab your impact driver or drill, and you got a little screw here that's just going to grab the piece behind it. All right, and you do 4 of those, and you've got the other side panel on. So with 6 screws, we put this plate in here, 3 on this side, 3 on this side, same thing on the bottom, and then you just simply put the casters on. Now you get casters with brakes, and the main reason I got this cabinet is I was wanting a cabinet out for the garage to put some of this stuff in, but I wasn't really sure where I wanted it, and I liked that this one come with the option of casters on here, so this is the one I went with. So you've got the caster without brakes and the casters with brakes, so just make sure you put the casters with brakes to the front of the cabinet where the door is. All right, let me show you how the door hardware works. This door installation will probably actually be the easiest part of putting anything in, and it has been super easy. I'm just gonna put a plastic washer on there, drop this down in that hole, and I'm gonna drop another plastic washer on top of that. Then you can take your door and just drop it on top of that. I'll try it blind. We'll knock it right on there. And then right over here on the top, see you got that spring right there? So all you've got to do is fold that down and get this thing moved around a little bit, and there we go. Knock it in there, and then we got to jiggle it and it pops right into place. Now we've got our door hinged. We'll do the same thing on the other, and I'll show you the finished product. All right, here's our finished product. Set of keys, those are taped to the inside. This does come unlocked. So all you gotta do is stick your key in here, unlock it. I guess I could have showed it to you locked. Basically, that just doesn't move, but the keys will be taped in here. These will also be taped down. You're gonna have to pull the tape off all that. These 2 pieces here go up into the top and bottom, so it's a 2-point locking system, and then this door holds this door shut where it cannot open. So just like so, you got to make sure it's tied up against the top and bottom, and it should lock right up. There we go, just like so, and then put the key in. Locked up good. I've got the brakes on this. It does come with some hardware to attach it to the wall if you're doing a more permanent situation so it doesn't tilt over. But we're gonna leave that off on this one because we have casters, but cannot wait start putting some stuff in this cabinet. I didn't show you the shelves going in. They go in real easy and they are adjustable. I left room for big items on the bottom, me personally, some small items up at the top. That tends to be where the lighter stuff goes. And, you know, but if I change my mind, I can always change it. But I think if this cabinet, if you're looking at this, number one, easy to put together. Number two, lots of great storage for your garage.